ball and off ball is going to be high level. Both of these coaches are the best at what they do, and the players are well versed. They've had the schemes like Echo Nationals. Hoosier fans should be really excited about him. 24 in the gold.
Link Academy beat Oak Hill and Prolific Prep on their way to the final. Missed jumper, and Dylan Mitchell comes up with the rebound. He had 13 of them yesterday in the semifinals.
Mark can knock it down. He'll post up, but right now, he can give points to Montverde on the perimeter.
The number 2 player in the ESPN 60. Ross, the floater, left it short. Mitchell, another rebound.
Nice and slow. He doesn't rush. He doesn't speed up. The throw out, the extra pass, and one more.
Walsh, the leaner, way off the mark. Was he trying to draw a foul there from Mitchell? Link is 1 for their last 9 from the floor. Innermost line facing the basket.
And I love the way he gets low. He goes slow.
A steal. Draven Gibbs Lawhorn for Montverde, rejected by Walker. But Malik Reneau is Jeremy Fears Jr. yesterday. The vision looks fine right now.
Should get poked again today. Maybe he'll make another shot.
Bachelor has a lot of high major offers on the table after decommitting from Memphis. Reneau, so tough to handle.
What a good job on Reneau.
Walker just 5 points in the first half after 23 yesterday. Contact there, no call. Kwame Evans Jr., the kick. Whitehead gives it back. Derek Whitehead, the Naismith National Player of the Year, number 0 in the black with 12 points to lead all scorers. Reneau, the lefty, 10 to shoot. Oh, fancy footwork against Walker.
You want to be a shot maker, it starts with the feet. You have to have great shot preparation, take good shots. You can't have indecision. Show confidence. And you don't need a dribble. Keontae George, whether it's screening, cutting, or just an ISO game, defensively, you got to talk, help each other out. Do not allow a second shot if you're IMG.
Reneau playing with 4 personals, guarded by Walker. Now Whitehead against George at the other end. Here comes Howard with the double. Reneau puts it in.
In the senior class, no argument.
And here he is hanging, couldn't finish, sticking with it. And on the other side, Reneau. Ben, by the way, they lost a total of 4 games in the previous 3 years combined. Reneau shovels it in. And the app.
Great to see baseball back.
Yes.
Red Sox are down here in Fort Myers, by the way.
That's right.
You need to know those things, Ted.
Yeah, thank you, Paul. Anything Boston related, you and our producer, Casey Carter, you are making that a priority. Malik Reneau, 100, and one of the top undecided players in the country.
He had a bunch of schools visit him.
Now on the break after the steal. And Reneau with the stuff. He's been at the school since the 8th grade. Dylan Mitchell will just grab the rebound, one of the newcomers, and they learn to play together.
Well, think about this. Ben Simmons, 3 years in Montverde. R.J. Barrett, 4 years in Montverde. You just mentioned Derek Whitehead. What a pass.
To Reneau for the basket up. And Diangu secures it for AZ Compass. Oh, but the steal by Whitehead, and Reneau puts it in.
That reminds me of Derek Whitehead. I think Derek Whitehead has some Jaylen Brown in his game. Super athletic. Whitehead maybe a better shooter at the same stage, but has that defensive-minded dog in him and can score at the same time. Great pass.
From Whitehead to Reneau.
Short, quick, concise passes.
That's a miscommunication. Don't want to leave at all at Geico.
Yeah, they've won it all a handful of times under Kevin Boyle. They are clearly one of the best teams in the country. They're playing for a high seed by winning games. They still have a lot to work on as a team. They came out kind of extra win. And he's going to do everything in his power to help whatever team he plays on win. Just like Malik Reneau, boy. His productivity level is constant.
Nice takeaway there from Reneau, playing like a free safety and taking it in.
They like
Swooping in is Whitehead and the steal. 2-on-2 with Holloway, and Whitehead with the block. Hood-Schifino the other way, and a stuff with...
He doesn't care if he gets the credit or not. He's into winning, and Not too many fan bases are better than Indiana when it comes to winning. They love winners.
The match made in heaven. Spinning. 2:34 left in the third. Montverde has opened up a big lead over Lalu. Stingy defense has been key. Nice footwork down low. And
by Dylan Mitchell, the Texas signee. No score, minute in. Malik Reneau, nice move, left hand off.
He won a state championship at the Cannon School. He was teammates with Christian Reeves, who's now at Oak Hill.
Christian Reeves headed to Duke. Malik Reneau.
And to be very patient when it comes to lack of effort, lack of focus. They'll sit you. They have other players to put in, but they're not afraid to hold their players accountable. And sometimes that's a hard thing to do when you have talented players that have high expectations. But if you really want to help your players, you hold them accountable, you teach them the right lesson, and then you move on.
Better than ever with 60 ranked players amongst the sophomore, junior, and senior class. Matt Schick, Paul Biancardi, and Montverde with the basketball. It's Jalen Hood-Schifino with the ball. What are you looking for here early, Paul?
Malik Reneau inside.
That'll
How about
do it.
that move?
We're not fully ready yet, but it sure looked ready on that, Jay. Clark skies for the rebound. 9-2 lead here from Montverde. Clark ahead. Look at the ball moving here for Montverde. Maryland with the long ball. His father played at DeMatha, University of Maryland, and in the NBA. Gerard Mustaf. Left hand is good.
Only from the player, but from outside voices. And all these players going to the next level, they all have to become part of another team somewhere, and they have to play their role, and they have to accept their role.
Look at that.
And there's a steal by Whitehead.
Plays like this will help. Cannot get that one to go. Dylan Andrews, UCLA signee, point guard. Looking forward to seeing that game a little bit later on. But for now, that some of these players just roll the ball out, go on the floor, and let the talent take over as Reneau issues the block. As you look at the top small forwards, Dariq Whitehead is there. Reneau gets paid off at the.
And it's down to 7 seconds for Dariq Whitehead. Couldn't quite use the glass effectively, but another chance for Sky Clark and company.
Yeah, great defense by La Lumiere, but not a good finish at the end.
Hood-Schifino. Wraparound pass to Reneau. Quarter, both teams with a bucket in this period. There's Jai, who's playing with 2 fouls, and he missed the reverse. Reneau rolls it out to Whitehead, and it's Montverde ball.
Each team trying to run their set offense to try to get a good look, because the defense is airtight. There's great length and athleticism at all 5 positions.
And 2 capable ball handlers as well for Montverde with Clark and Hood-Schifino on the floor. That's dropped.
And everybody's staying with their man. They're fighting through screens. They're helping on the weak side. We've seen 3 charges in this game. This game has great meaning, and it's a statement game for each team.
Sure is. Great step through. Montverde is the only program to win multiple Geico national championships. La Lumiere won 1 in 2017. A top 10 showdown from LaPorte, Indiana, the home of La Lumiere School.
Well, La Lumiere has the pieces this year to win it all.
You think so? As
Yes,
Reneau puts it in?
So we have a working draft that we update privately throughout the course of the year. But what will happen is after this weekend, we'll meet again. We'll talk about it. We'll make some changes based on what we saw. We'll probably, because that's what he is. He's a post, and who's continuing to demonstrate a learning curve that's going in the right direction and has the long-term tools that are going to translate. They've got a very bright future.
Sky Clark open underneath. And he gave it back to Robinson. Cans the free throw. He's into double figures. 4-star recruit. Undeclared prospect. Just a sophomore. But the offer's starting to trickle in from teams in the Northeast. Hood-Schifino drops it off for Reneau.
Caught the rim on his way up.
Here's Reneau, who's got 4 third-quarter points. Chance for 6. Yes! Even in-state recruiting battles for those Florida schools.
No, certainly not. And when you look at a prospect as good as Reneau, he's going to have national options, and he did. So he had more than one local Florida.
Off the miss by Daniel Dormu. Dariq Whitehead in and out. Reneau wins the battle for the rebound. Wow, the points.
How about the versatility of Mitchell? 6'9", driving the paint with the kick up.
Clark inside, and Malik Reneau.
Scoring start as the opponent adjusts to their size and length. Oh, look at Iwachukwu going high, looking for the stuff. Reneau instead with the lefty hook shot, and he's able to get it to go. It's it away. Livingston ahead. Foster up strong. He reverses it, but missed it, and a rebound pulled in by Dylan Mitchell.
Would have liked to have seen him give it up to Livingston. Livingston was ready to raise the roof in this arena.
Oh, Reneau with a strong move and another bucket for the future Florida.
And that Judah Mintz is only 6'3", got great position on Hood-Schifino and put the ball out in front of him and was able to get the spin off the glass. Also, Mintz has been here before with a team, Gonzaga, out of the D.C. area.
Yeah, he was at that Gonzaga program 2 years ago and went a little deeper into Virginia now to play at Oak Hill. Here's a move inside. It's Reneau again. 6 early points for Malik. Got to give these Montverde guards some credit. You know, they're so big, sometimes we forget that they're guards. But Hood, Shafino, Mitchell, Whitehead, they have been very solid in this game. Oh, Reneau, completely uncovered, lays it.
Ree had not played. He played 6 minutes and 22 seconds in the first quarter. Scored no points, only took one shot.
Yeah, he is an LSU commit. What a job by Shafino to leap across midcourt and save it. And then on the other side, Mitchell able to save it here on the base or the sideline. Good inside feed to the back door. Reneau goes up strong and reverses it in.
Once again, smart.
Weaving through, gives it up. Mitchell on the baseline over Reeves. Reeves got the block. Reneau goes up strong, couldn't finish. Reneau's second chance goes down.
How about that?
Watching an NBA game.
It really is.
This is Hill the other way and has it taken away. Reneau all the way to the cup.
Nice, well, because there's so many things that have been challenging here in this first half for them.
Yeah, Malik Ewan is back out there to start the second half. He missed the majority of the first half with foul trouble. 2 fouls, and he's in there now. That one tapped up in the air by Hill. But first summer and the first offseason where he was fully healthy and able to train hard and get significantly better. And so he is a whole new player this year. Compared to his first couple of years of high school. Good maneuver inside in the
sweet left-handed shot.
Just looks better left-handed, doesn't it?
It really does. It really does.
No, the different foul.
Double team gets it to the corner. Shafino with the pass. On the bounce, it's Reneau for the. He's got great moves. He can handle himself down low. He's comfortable with the basketball away from the basket.
And he crawled all over the rim after that. But I did not see basket interference. But we were up here.
Oh, and a nice pass and a good.
Not have a strong enough lead to where he's going to let something go. That's for sure.
He's not letting the score dictate his opinion.
No, not at all. Not at all. Reneau's going to go to work inside. Nowhere to go.
Oh, left.
He's got a really soft touch and he's got good size.
Yeah, 6'8", as Whitehead drew contact, missed the shot.
That's all they want. Long athletes.
Hood Shafino pulls down the missed layup by Visech. Bullet pass from Hood Shafino inside to Reneau, who finishes. Three-pointer for the 6'8" senior.
My X Factors are looking good right now.
You know how to pick them, man.
What time does the lottery close tonight?
Now Arizona is on West Coast time. There's a two-handed flush by Malik.
Into this game, you know, as a starter for Montverde, he really has improved over his time.
There he is with an offensive rebound on the Evans missed free throw, and Reneau.
Shots. They're going to make shots. But the effort, it can't be second-guessed. And last night, I mean, it was easy to second-guess their effort last night. They're shooting well from three, but they started this game with a purpose in my mind, and they've played that way. Now, Montverde, they've responded from last night, too. That's why we have a game that relatively close.
Malik Reneau has
loaded roster that includes Jalen Hood Shafino running things out top, dish to Whitehead, but he missed the shot. Good inside position. And Paul certainly understand the magnitude of this game, the spotlight it has on it, and a chance to test themselves against the absolute best, and it's been a little shaky start for both sides. Reneau, though, steps right through.
Lottery picks, #1 picks.
There were 7 players from Montverde drafted in the NBA this past summer through the various classes in college. As right back.
Defense, rebounding, and driving.
Fell in love with that jump shot. And then up goes Dylan Mitchell for yet another rebound.
Yeah, see, that time he was seeking out the shot. The one before that, it came on a ball reversal. And I like that better when he falls into the three.
But Shafino, good recognition. School athletics officials to be for athletic purposes only, and then was given a temporary eligibility go-ahead back on November the 24th. But he has another hearing coming up next week to stay eligible, hopefully for the rest of the season. That's really sort of slowed down his recruitment, and I can imagine it's been difficult too.
I mean, he's a guy who can make a chase down block, a weak side help block. He can block on his own man. Again, with all these great athletes, he's the best athlete on the court.
Reneau making a case for it, though.
Hand in his face. He's one of the top 5 players in the nation. Him and Derek Lively are going to head to Duke to play for John Shire next year. Kwame Evans may have the most overall best upside on this team. He's 6'9", he's only a junior. He's got a great stroke, terrific feel from the outside, and he's a pretty good rebounder.
Good feed in.
Now attacking for Montverde. Tried to scoop it up, and it's put back open in.
High school basketball performance I've seen, maybe ever. Never would I have thought that there'd be a running clock against a program like Oak Hill.
I think everybody was stunned. Here's Reneau in traffic, puts it in, and he'll draw. And the Ascenders lead 14-11.
It's the best part of his game, in my opinion. That pull-up dribble jumper. That's why he's a hybrid scoring guard. He's a point guard, #1 point guard in the country, but he is a scoring point guard.
Now it's Hood Schifino. IMG locking him up, man-to-man. Reneau.
Love
nice
that.
job.
Love Jet Howard just making a basketball play. Play that only he can make when the offense broke down.
So 3-point lead. How about that dish from Whitehead?
Dreaming for a foul.
Whitehead. Oh, follow back up.
Junior year of high school. That said, Iwuchukwu can still be a force on the interior.
He may not be the same player as Jalen Duran offensively, but defensively, he's a better shot blocker.
Not the Oak Hill ends up with a bucket.
If Oak Hill can score with consistency, then they can set their defense, but it's going to be tighter than that.
His comeback out has not re-entered the game as Chris Livingston knocks down the jumper. Reneau takes it in.
The hit-ahead pass or the dribble. The speed dribble up the court. And find your finishers, find your shooters. Put Schifino, 24 in the white, headed to Indiana.
Reneau inside with the...
Caleb Love projected to move on to the next level. Seth Trimble will take the keys to the car at Chapel Hill.
From our understanding in the NIBC, when a team leads by 35 or more, we begin to operate with a running clock. We'll see if that happens when a foul is committed, ball goes out of bounds, Montverde in firm control.
And have you noticed that Montverde, Ted, has not even played a second of zone?
You get into a full front. You get into a full front, that ball's going to go to the wing, and you're going to be in a tough rebounding position.
And there's the finish down low from Malik Reneau.
Teams do, and I know that's the expectation there. So I think that we'll see how that goes in the second half.
And we're underway, live action here. The second half, and immediately a dunk.
Really good coaches have a big problem with missed dunks. That's really frustrating, because most of us can't dunk, so.
Another leak out for Montverde.
That's exactly what we'd say. Oh, well, you know, I could, but we weren't allowed to.
Another leak out and dunk from Peacock along with us. You're seeing just how dominant this Montverde Academy basketball team truly is. Nice move, and the finish